action in this. All right, we're going to start with 2020. Work our way on up. Good luck, everybody. Empty box. I always get nervous when I see a Raider. I know Henry Ruggs is lurking. All right, we haven't run into old Ruggs in a while, though. We got Wills for Cleveland, Jacob Eason, Chase Young for Washington, Matt Ryan, Tony Gonzalez. All right, we got Troy Polamalu for Pittsburgh, Raekwon Davis for Miami, Tommy Stevens for the Saints, Aaron Rodgers. That's a beaut. We like that. Julio Jones on the silver. Little Jordan Love action. We approve of that. Brett Favre on the Unbreakable Prism. KJ Hamler for Denver. Chubb, Gabe Davis. There you go, B-Wax. And J.K. Dobbins on the field level. Starting things off. And you know what? Mr. Bradford, are you out there? I think Mr. Bradford is the one person I didn't invite. At least I'm thinking that way. So give me a second here. I won't feel right if I don't make sure I do that. All right. All right. I'm always happy to see. Well, I guess it's all for Green Bay. It's a Green Bay start. All right, next up, let's, I guess we'll do the other hanger. Let's do that. All right, empty box. Wrap job is this. All right. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully there is some goodness in here. I think I see some color back there. We'll find out. All right. We got, get through this base. Lambjack on the power players. Little Gibbs action on the Fortune 15. We like that. Legends of the Gridiron. Richard Sherman going to Seattle. Big play Slay. We approve. Jerry Jeudy for Cleveland. Darren Waller on the refractor for Miami. Rourke. Come on, Rourke. What do we do with that? Thornton for the Raiders. Smith and Dylan Gabriel. Poor Rourke. All right. Let's go looking for a downtown, shall we? All right, empty box. Decals, that we need. Cam Miller for the Raiders. Mullings for the Titans. Starting things off. I guess we'll save that one for the end. That's got to be a bet. James for the 49ers. Tyrone Tracy for the Giants on the silver. It's a Puka. Primo is not in this break. Primo gets in a lot of breaks, but he's not in this one. We got Morrison for Tampa Bay. Savion, Green Bay continues. All right, Green Bay. Who grabbed them? Was that Ryan? Yes, it was. All right, Ryan. Owning this. We got Gunnar Helm for the Titans. Thornton for the Raiders. Getting warmer. A little Milrow action. Best Tutties. Hines Ward and Big Ben going to Pittsburgh. All right, come on, last pack. We got Jack Sawyer. Who's that back there? Gibbs. Jack Sawyer. Back to back. How about that on the silver? And Jalen Lane going to the Commanders. First year fresh for Logan. So fresh. All right, it's time for some international megas, I would say. Sorry, Sombrero Cat. They're coming down. All right, 2024 international. Empty box. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully there is some magic in this one. All right, Justin Jefferson, Johnson, Amari Cooper, Gus Edwards, McKinney, Nick Bosa, and Jalen Polk for New England. Jones, Burra, David Montgomery, Keenan Allen, Kelsey, Max Crosby, and wow, Edgerrin Cooper, Green Bay again. That is 1 out of 40. Green Bay. Everywhere. Jalen Polk. Hey, at least I haven't seen a Pratt in a while. We haven't been Pratted in a while. Drake London, Waddle, Danielle Hunter, Douglas, Tua. We got Roman Wilson on the rookie rising going to Pittsburgh. And DK Metcalf. That one is 180 out of 180. Last on the print. Going to Seattle. Oh, Spencer Rattler. That's what we're missing, right? A little Spencer Rattler. Jake Haener. How about Jake Haener? There's a Herbie. Devontae. I just like how these base, even the base look good on these. All right, Puka and CJ Mosley for the Jets on the free. That is 10 out of 88 for the Jets. Need some Eagles? Is it time for some Eagles? I suppose you're right. We haven't seen any Eagles, have we? All right, let's see if we can speak them into existence. Thibodeau, Zay, Tyreek, and Cade Stover for the Texans. That one is 104 out of 180. Going to Houston. Yeah, a little Cooper DeJean action wouldn't be so bad right now. All right, come on, last pack. Oh, that looks like gold back there. I think we got gold. Brock Purdy, Goff. Look at all these QBs. This better be a sign. Sammy Laporta, Will Levis, Marvin Harrison Jr. on the contours for Arizona, and on the gold. Wow, for Cleveland, Myles Garrett. Look at that beauty. That is 10 out of 10. Myles Garrett going to the Browns. Is that T-Berg, I think? Yes, T-Berg. Nice one. Gold Myles Garrett. Yeah, I need to get like a little cartoon sombrero cat like they do at 238. That's a deed right there, guys. There you go, T-Berg. Nice. $100? $100 is $100, right? You paid. I think that's what I seen Mrs. 238's cartoon say. You paid. All right. Let's see if we can get even better than gold out of this one. Empty box. All right. Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins. Man, Green Bay. Evan Williams for Green Bay. That one is 65 out of 85. Green Bay. Tyler Warren on the Thunderbirds. We approve. For Indy and some base. Green Bay is everywhere. I don't know if you guys were here when we had the crazy box. We had a 101 Darius Robinson. We had a Mahomes Gold, and we had a Saquon Color Blast. All in one box. So these can be crazy. All right, we got Travis Hunter for the Jags. Derrick Henry on the Contours. And base. Ooh, that's nice, Mayberry. That's nice. We got green for Baltimore. What do we got here? I think this is out of 35. TJ Sanders going to Buffalo. That is 8 out of 35, B-Wax. We got Justin Jefferson on the Thunderbirds. And some base. Dylan Gabriel. We got Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay. That one's not numbered. J.J. McCarthy on the Paragon for the Vikings. And some more base. Yeah, it's nice when it works out, isn't it, Mayberry? Yeah, 101, it's like, do you need to? I guess it is kind of feels unnecessary, but it's awesome when it works out, right? We got Torrey Horton for Seattle. Tyler Warren on the Contours this time. We approve. And lots of base. All right, there should be something nice in this next pack. Come on, something. Something nice. It's some nice color in here. I don't even see color. We got Hunter for the Rams. Gibbs on the Thunderbirds for the Lions. And that was kind of a lot box. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it does that to us. We'll need Prism to pick up the pace for us. Empty box. All right, Prism. Yeah, D. Cole. I know there are a few teams that are looking for a little love. Scattaboo starting us off. We approve of that. Imanor for the Titans. Bobby Wagner on the disco going to the Commanders. And Alfred Collins for the 49ers on the auto. For the 49ers. was Grayson. All right, Grayson. There you go. I love Prism No Huddle. It is one of my favorite products. Mafa for the boys. Micah Parsons for the Cowboys. That one is 17 out of 125. We approve. Loveland on the Disco Emergent. We approve of that too. J-Wham. Yes, we do. Well, you know, I hear they don't even teach cursive in school anymore, so I guess it's kind of hard for these young guys coming up to really do a good signature when they don't even know cursive. It's a different world these days. Although I would argue if you're going to be a sports star and you know you're going to be signing your name, probably should learn to do a good auto. Taj Brooks for the Bengals. Gunnar Helm for the Titans. Khalil Mack for the Chargers on the Disco. And a nice Travis Hunter. Carter King, we approve. We approve. Kid Reporter and Lil Bass. Very nice. All right, we got Milrow for Seattle. Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins. Braylon Allen on the Disco. For the Jets on the free. Jets doing all right on the free today. Hey, Jackson Dart, we appreciate you showing up. Please show up some more. We got Watkins. Troy Aikman, the Cowboys again. That one is 72 out of 125. Cowboys again. Abdul Carter on the Disco Prismatic for Logan. Kid Reporter. I'm trying here, B-Wax. Green Bay and Dallas have dominated. It is a weird phenomenon in breaks how a few teams sort of dominate through the whole thing. Like, it doesn't make sense that happens, but it does more often than you would ever think. Banks Jr. for the Saints. Tootin for the Jags. We got Mason Taylor for the Jets on the free. Hampton, we like that, Chargers. We approve. Aaron Glenn, why not Jets? All right, we got Pierce for the Falcons, Booker for the boys, Riley Leonard going to Indy. That should be out of 99. 56 out of 99. Scattaboo on the Disco. We approve, Logan. And a couple base. I need Jackson Dart on that Disco now. That's what we need. All right, we still got time here. Ferguson for the Rams. Kyle Williams for New England. Look at that. Nice Jaden Daniels. We approve. That one is 3 out of 75. Very nice. Brock Bowers on the Disco Fireworks for the Raiders. And some base. All right, we definitely need... I know we need some Eagles. I know we need Bills. Who else is out there looking for something? I haven't seen any Lions. Who else needs some help out there? You say it in the chat. Sometimes you can speak it into existence. Let's see if we can get some of that. Neal for the Saints. Walter Nolan for Arizona. Ferguson for the Rams. They've been pretty quiet. That one is 42 out of 125. And some base. All right, come on, last pack. We got Caleb Johnson. Kyler Murray for Arizona. That one is 47 out of 75. Arizona needed some love. Kyle Hamilton going to BWAX. So it's going to be up to signature class to give us what we need. Yeah, D. Cole has been pretty rough. Pretty rough. All right. We'll even give this one a Sombrero Cat look rub. All right. Good luck, guys. We need some Eagles, some Bills, Lions. Who am I missing? Who else needs some love? All right. Empty box. Good luck, guys. You guys know I help ease the pain, so hopefully there's some love for you here, but I got your back. Michael Pittman, Myles Garrett. Oh, a little Herbie action. We'll take that. Chargers. We approve. And Ashton Genty. We were due for an Ashton. We were due for one. Well, it hasn't been rough for everybody, Eric. But a couple teams it's been rough for. Eagles in particular. I don't know if I've seen anything for the Eagles. Bryce Young. Barron for Denver. Garrett Wilson. And Will Campbell for the Pats. Bijan. Well, how about that? Tyler Shuck on the auto? I think we approve of that. Definitely approve of that. Very nice. For the Saints, Paramount Pairings, Drake May, Stephon Diggs, and Smith for KC. All right. We approve. Who had those Saints today? Oh, Grayson. Yeah, nice hit, Grayson. Very nice. We needed something good to pop up here, and we got something good. Very nice. Congrats on that. Put him in the back there for recap purposes. All right. Hopefully, second auto will be just as nice. Daniel Jones. What's this? Josh Allen. 109 out of 150, BWAX. At least we got you a number, Josh Allen. Scary Terry and Birch for the Cardinals. Oh, could you imagine if I flipped that around and it was a Josh Allen auto? I don't know what to expect on this second one. Cole Kmet, Martinez for Seattle, Chuba, and Booker for the boys. Yeah, the 2024 product, Topps was very good at balancing out the boxes, but I've seen some that lean one way or the other. Nico Mafa for the boys, Pickens, and Pat Bryant for Denver. So I don't know what we're going to see on this other auto. It does look like I'm going to have to help out D. Cole. Addison. Oh. Sebastian Castro for Pittsburgh. 18 out of 25. There you go, Pittsburgh. Man, that's a cool looking card. Quinn Ewers for Miami and Ricky White for Seattle. Pittsburgh. That was Jason. There you go, Jason. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about old Castro. But there he is. All right, we got Devontae. Xavier Restrepo going to the Titans, 48 out of 100. McConkey and Williams for the Lions. I think I'm going to help the Lions, too. Yes, D. Cole. I will be back. You know what? I will do this, because I always help out people. Before I do a recap, what do I got over here? All right. I'm going to throw in, on me, I'll add this in. It's a 2024 Prism Value Pack. So hopefully those that have been hurting in this one will find something in here. But I got your back. I just want to add in a little something. So hopefully there's something in here. We got Anthony Gould for Indy on the silver. Dean Perry on the green for Cleveland. George Pickens on the red, white, and blue. Nate Wiggins for Baltimore. Hendrickson for the Bengals. Lil Jaden Daniels, emergent rookie. Caleb Williams on the green emergent. We approve. And a Braylon Allen. We'll take that. Hey, I always want to help people out, so I know before I even do this recap and before I even sort that certain teams did not do well. Because Philly, I don't know if I saw any Philly. Lions, definitely didn't see much. And I'll know the rest when I sort, but I always try to help you guys out. You guys know that. All right. The little bonus Caleb, bonus Jaden, Herbie for the Chargers, Tyler Warren on the contours for Indy, Tez Johnson on the Mojo for Tampa Bay, Sanders for BWAX was out of 35, Derrick Henry on the contours. We had Marvin Harrison Jr. contours. First year fresh, Jalen Lane for the Commanders, Restrepo for the Titans out of 100. Castro out of 25 for Pittsburgh. Josh Allen out of 150. Kyler Murray was out of 75 for Arizona. Ferguson for the Rams out of 125. Jaden again. That one was out of 75. Brock Bowers, Disco Fireworks. Scattaboo on the variation. Riley Leonard out of 99 for Indy. Hampton for the Chargers. Abdul Carter, Prismatic Disco. Aikman for the boys out of 125. Travis Hunter for the Jags. Micah was out of 125 for the boys. Loveland on the Emergent Disco. Collins on the auto for the 49ers. Tyler Warren Thunderbirds. Williams for Green Bay was out of 85. Myles Garrett Gold, 10 out of 10 for Cleveland. Cade Stover out of 180 for Houston. C.J. Mosley for the Jets out of 88. DK for Seattle out of 180. Cooper for Green Bay was out of 40. Savion on the blue. Jordan Love, rookie. Aaron Rodgers on the die cut. Tyler Shuck on the auto for the Saints.